So I'm Eric Buckles. I use he, him, his pronouns. I work with the Chicago House Social Service Agency as a housing case manager with the Samaritan Housing Project.
I'm John Peller. I use he, him, his pronouns, and I'm president and CEO of AIDS Foundation Chicago.
So today we're here to talk about some of the most frequently asked questions about AIDS Run Walk, and we will be starting with the what section. What is the purpose of AIDS Run Walk Chicago?
Well, the purpose of AIDS Run and Walk Chicago is to bring people together, first of all, to celebrate our community, to celebrate the lives of people living with HIV, who are people who are vulnerable to HIV, to raise awareness about the HIV epidemic. And let's get down to the point. It's about raising money.
Right.
It's about raising money for our organizations to support people living with and vulnerable to HIV in the Chicago metropolitan area.
Well, AIDS Run Walk for me, it's a huge community event that creates awareness, right? It brings community together once a year to kind of celebrate the lives lost, the work that's being done, and work that needs to be done. It raises cash that is so invaluable, so needed for the communities that we service.
So, Eric, what is Forward Together? It's the theme of this year's AIDS Run and Walk. So tell me a little bit about what that means.
To me, Forward Together means community moving forward together, right? Leaving nobody behind, right? I give my all to community, so seeing community move forward as one, that's kind of what moving forward together means to me.
Moving Forward Together means to me that we're coming together to find a way to come out of this pandemic that we're in right now,
Sure.
and to be together with each other and to be brave and resilient and future thinking, and to celebrate the possibilities that are ahead of us. We've been through some dark times in the past year, and it'll be a moment, because it's going to be a beautiful, perfect day, to be out in the sunshine, out in the lake, and to be celebrating how far we've come.
So John, what is a stay-at-home supporter?
A stay-at-home supporter is someone who wants to run, walk, or roll at their own pace, at their own place. So you don't have to go anywhere to support AIDS Run Walk. You can stay at home and register and fundraise. And it's an amazing way to support the event. Fundraise for a cause that is dear and near to you, for organizations that you love, without leaving your home.
What are registration options?
So there's a bunch of ways that you can register for AIDS Run and Walk Chicago. So you can be a stay-at-home supporter, you can be a 5K walker or roller, you can do a 5K run or a 10K run.
So John, what's the impact of fundraising?
So the fundraising and the money that people raise through AIDS Run and Walk Chicago is so critical to agencies like AIDS Foundation, and also to our 30 community direct agencies throughout the Chicagoland metropolitan area. And what's amazing about the community direct program is that the organizations get over 90% of the money that they raise back to them. And so it's really so, we're providing them with a vehicle to raise unrestricted dollars that they can use however they need from their supporters and their community to help people living with and vulnerable to HIV. Here at AIDS Foundation Chicago, we rely on the fundraising revenue that comes in through AIDS Run and Walk Chicago to do things like support clients and to take care of emergency client needs when we need to, and when they call us up in the middle of the night and say something terrible has happened to their housing, or maybe they need transportation help or food assistance or other help meeting those really critical needs. Let's move on to the who's.
Great, let's move on to the who's.
So the first question is, who can participate in AIDS Run and Walk Chicago?
Anyone can participate in AIDS Run and Walk Chicago. Those who want to support the HIV and AIDS community, ambassadors, friends, and community partners. Who benefits from AIDS Run and Walk Chicago?
Everyone in the Chicago area benefits from AIDS Run and Walk Chicago because we're working together to prevent new cases of HIV and also improve treatment for people who are living with HIV. But more specifically, there's about 25 organizations across the Chicago area, and we call them community direct agencies and they get over 90% of the money that they raise back as part of the AIDS Run and Walk Chicago Community Direct program to support the most urgent needs at their organizations. Eric, I just signed up. Who should I ask to donate? I want to raise all this money. Where do I start?
So that's a great question, John. So you ask anyone who is willing to listen, right? I've had huge successes with fundraising using social media, right? Sending messages to friends and then just kind of advertising, sharing my link, my fundraising link on different posts, right? So I pretty much ask everybody, anyone who's willing to listen, to know that church groups are a good place to find support for raising money for AIDS Run Walk. Any community support group that you might be a part of, that's also a good tool to raise money. Let's move on to the wins. When is AIDS Run Walk Chicago?
AIDS Run and Walk Chicago is Saturday, October 2nd, starting at 9:30 a.m. at Soldier Field in Chicago. So Eric, when does registration open?
Registration opens Saturday, May 1st.
And when does it close?
On Saturday, October 2nd.
So Eric, when do I have to decide how I want to participate in AIDS Run Walk? What if I want to change the way that I'm participating? Like, say I want to stay at home instead of showing up in person.
So when you register, you'll be given different levels of participation that you'd like to enter. You'll have up until September 27th to change. So John, when did AIDS Run Walk start?
So AIDS Run and Walk Chicago started in 2001, and since then there have been over 22,000 participants year after year, and it's raised over $5.5 million for services for people living with HIV and also for HIV prevention in the Chicago area.
Great. My very first year was 2008. It was like the most amazing year. I remember it was a bright, sunny day, and tons of community members were out, just out in the field celebrating. It was just a great day.
My first year with AIDS Run and Walk Chicago was 2005. It was around the time I started working for AIDS Foundation Chicago, and I was excited to be out there fundraising. We were probably doing some advocacy awareness events, trying to get people, I don't know, registered to vote or telling the governor something.
There were picture booths, and I remember all those advocacy types. That was so much fun. So much fun.
You helped with a lot of those.
Yeah.